It took me 5 years to become a consistently profitable trader, to find a strategy that I was comfortable consistently trading, and to be able to make a decent return from the markets. Along this journey, I made multiple mistakes, blew several accounts, and this is what I'd recommend to do if I was starting over again. A lot of the times that people will come into the Forex industry, they will be brought in for the wrong reasons and potentially brought down the wrong path. And I personally came down the same route when I came into trading as well. So today I want to run through step by step exactly what I do if I was a newbie trader looking to become a consistently profitable trader in the Forex industry, and what steps you should be taking to shorten the amount of time it takes to become consistently profitable. To start with, I'll talk a little bit about my journey, exactly what I did in the first couple of years, what type of trading strategies that I traded to get me to the position that I am today, and then we'll discuss the mistakes that I made along this journey and how you can also avoid making these mistakes too. So to start with, I started trading Forex when I was 20 years old. The journey started with YouTube searching stock trading, and I didn't have the capital required at the time to be able to make any returns from stock trading. And living in Australia, the Australian stock market just didn't excite me as much as what it did in the US, and obviously the time zones aren't the best. So I then found Forex trading and found leverage trading and be able to trade with a smaller amount of capital. And this is what really brought me into the industry to start with. So to start with, I basically just traded small accounts, just trading strategies that I found on YouTube. There was no paid services required. It was all just free stuff that I found on YouTube. And obviously this didn't go too well. I didn't really understand the fundamentals and the basics first. I just went and decided that I'd try and copy someone and think I'd be a profitable trader, which obviously isn't the best way of going about it. So that's my first tip, and the first thing that I'd look to do if I was beginning to start again is to spend that time, dedicate the time to learn the fundamentals and the basics before you go and try and develop or copy someone else's trading strategy. It's important to understand exactly how the markets move, why they move, what causes them to move before you start implementing strategies and implementing your own money in the markets. Best things to do is to go through courses like Baby Pips. There's a lot of free information out there that's available just to get a grasp on how the markets move, what candlesticks are, what patterns are, what indicators are. It's mainly just to understand the fundamentals before you go digging yourself deeper into the hole of creating that knowledge base for your trading. So shortly after this, after blowing a couple of smaller accounts, I decided that it'd be worthwhile finding and trading an educator, paying the money for a course to be able to call myself and be able to learn how to be consistently profitable. So I did a fair bit of research in regards to what type of trading educator I wanted to go with. There's obviously a lot of scammers out there. You see all the Instagram accounts and all the YouTube accounts just flashing off the watches and the money, and I understood at the time a lot of that was fake, but I knew deep down that there probably is some consistently profitable traders out there and some trading educators that are legit that I can learn off and improve my base of what I have so far. So that's when I came across a particular company that I started with, and I decided to pay about $2,500 on their course at the time. It came with live trading rooms, a wealth of knowledge, and a pretty extensive course as well. And I took this course and I developed a strategy off the basis of what I'd learned from that. And that's my second tip, would be to find an educator or find a mentor in the industry that you have the trust in to be able to help to teach you and learn off to become profitable. It's extremely hard to build that trust foundation of anyone in the industry just because of all the scammers out there. But if you can find the right person to lean on, to be able to give you the help and the understanding of exactly how to attack the markets, then it will drastically decrease the amount of time it takes to become consistently profitable. Becoming a profitable trader can be extremely hard doing so by yourself. It's just like anything. There's a wealth of knowledge out there. It's important to find the correct people to align yourself with that align with your own values, and this will help to shorten the amount of time it takes to become profitable. So after taking this course, I backtested over multiple years, spent hours on end backtesting, creating Excel sheets, going through past data and developing a strategy that was profitable. And then I decided to take this live. And this is the third mistake that I made. I didn't go and trade demo first. And this is my third tip, would be to open a demo account and trade demo for at least 3 months before trading your own money. Now, the reason I went to trading live was because I spent so much time developing this strategy and backtesting and going through this course that I thought that I don't need the time that it takes during demo. Let's just go and put live money on the line. If I'm trading live money, then I'm going to be more emotionally involved in the trades. Whereas if I'm demo trading, and I had previously tried to demo trade before when I first started with the YouTube videos, I wasn't really taking it seriously because there just wasn't any emotion involved in the trades that I was taking. But I would highly recommend to demo trade first. And the reason behind behind this is it helps you to take that knowledge that you've learned from the back testing and understanding of that strategy and trade it with a live time frame. It's completely different going through old data than what it is when you see the candles appear on the chart live. So I'd highly recommend to spend that time, around 3 to 6 months. 3 months is more than enough in my opinion to demo trade, to understand what it feels like to be able to trade that strategy live, and the amount that you should be trading should be similar to the amount of capital that you will be trading once you do create a live account. So don't go open up $100,000 demo accounts and thinking you're making $10,000 and how easy it would be. Go and open up a $10,000 demo account if you're only going to be trading live with $10,000 as well. So this particular strategy that I learned with this educator, I traded for about 2 years and I was very hot and cold. I had times where I was profitable and there was times where I was going into large drawdowns and I just couldn't create any consistency with it. Yes, I did have profitable years, but I just wasn't consistent. So I think in the first year that I traded the strategy, I had about 12% return, and the second year I was down about 10%. So it just wasn't any consistency, and with the lack of consistency, this resulted in a lack of faith in the system. I started to lose confidence in what I was doing and the trading system that I was trading, and I thought maybe this wasn't the system for me. Maybe I need to jump ship and find something else. And this is the next mistake that I want to discuss: strategy hopping. A lot of rookie traders, when they first come into the industry, they'll find a system that they'll trade, and if it's not consistent, they'll move on to the next one and move on to the next one, and there's just no consistency and confidence in what they're actually doing and what they're trying to achieve. Have a system, create a system, and then optimize that system to be able to continue to be profitable in the long term. Yes, there's obviously going to be systems that aren't profitable, but if you're backtesting showing positive data and enough profits to be able to take out of the markets, then that system should be profitable when you live trade. If it's not profitable, and there's a substantial difference between your backtesting results and your live results, then you really need to knuckle down and understand why this is a difference. Were you putting fake entries into your backtesting? Were you making mistakes in your backtesting? Or are there things that are happening with your live trading that are resulting in you not taking the trades that you should be? Are emotions getting involved? Are you missing trades? Are there things that aren't optimal that are resulting in such a discrepancy between your live trading and what your demo results were showing? And I think deep down I was making a lot of mistakes in my live trading, and this is why my live trading results didn't indicate what was showing in my backtesting. However, I lost the confidence in that system, so I decided to try and find another system. So the next system that I found was completely different to the first one that I did. The first system that I traded was very price action based, a lot of kind of advanced patterns and Fibonacci and very clean charts, whereas the next system I decided to trade, which was a system that I found through YouTube through a pretty highly followed account on YouTube, was very indicator based. There was multiple indicators that I went through and tested, and it was just a completely different way of attacking the markets than what I had learned and what that I was previously doing for the last 2 years. And although I backtested the system through multiple times again and found a system and a strategy that was profitable, my backtesting showed great results, when I went to take this live, it just wasn't the same style of trade that I was used to, or something that I really enjoyed. I quite like the idea of having clean charts and using price action to create entries into the market, whereas this was all mechanically based, which again, I am a mechanical trader, but it was all off indicators that, for one, I didn't understand really what they did, to be honest. Like, there's so many indicators out there that a lot of them you just don't understand the reasoning behind why you should be buying when they say to, and I like to be able to understand exactly what I'm doing and the reasoning behind the behavior of the market and the market movements. Whereas with this strategy, I just didn't have the confidence in it, so I only lasted probably about 3 months of trading this strategy live. So I took a step back again and I thought about the two different strategies that I'd tested and traded, and thought, all right, well, what's the good parts out of both of them that I really like, and what type of a trader do I want to become and I want to align myself with to give me that education and to help me discover that strategy that suits the type of trader that I want to be. So the things that I liked about the first strategy was the fact that it was all clean charts. There was basically no indicators used at all. And the thing I liked about the second strategy was it was very mechanical, very if-then based, which is what I like to do. And it was basically also based off the daily. So there was less time spent in front of the charts. And because I work full time, I wanted a strategy that would work around my work schedule. So then the next step was to try and find a strategy that I could align with that was a daily swing trading style of trading that also was clean charts, very mechanical, very much price action based. And that's when I came across the trading strategy that I currently trade and that I've been trading for about the last 18 to 24 months. So with this strategy, I found again through YouTube, it suited what I was looking for. I took their course, really knuckled down to understand the reasoning behind the strategy and understood the fundamentals of it, and then went away and back tested the strategy, demo traded it to create that confidence in the system, which is what I currently trade. And this system ticks all the boxes for the type of trader I want to be, and that's the next mistake that I want to discuss. It's going to make it harder and a longer learning curve if the style of trading that you're learning and you're trying to create doesn't align with your own beliefs. It's just like anything. If you don't enjoy it, you're not going to put the time and effort in as much as something that you're passionate about and that you enjoy. But I was obviously passionate about trading, but there's certain things within trading that I'm more passionate about, that I'm happier to spend my time towards, and the system that I found was something that ticked all those boxes. So you don't have to rush into the first thing you find and think that that's the solution, that's the style of trader you need to be. Spend a bit of time going through different trading strategies and looking at different traders to see what suits the type of trader you want to align yourself with and the type of trader you want to be. So that's a little bit about my journey and the mistakes that I've made along the way to become a consistently profitable trader. I am now a funded trader. I have accounts with FTMO and I have my own personal accounts that I trade, and I'm looking to expand this over the next 9 to 12 months. However, this obviously took a significant amount of time to get to the position I am. And if I was to avoid making the mistakes that I mentioned in this video, then I'm sure I could get this learning curve down to about a 12 to 18 month period. And to become a consistently profitable trader, it's important that you have the right expectations coming into it. One, the expectation of how much time it's going to take to become consistently profitable, and two, how much you're actually going to return from the markets. So the first one, it's important to understand that it's probably going to take you around 1 to 2 years to become consistently profitable trader. There's a lot of time that takes into understanding the markets, developing your strategy, developing a trading plan, back testing the strategy, optimizing the strategy, demo trading, and then live trading. And then to become a consistently profitable trader from when you start live trading, this whole journey is going to take you around 1 to 2 years. And secondly, have the correct expectation and the right mindset coming into the markets and the industry of how much money you can actually return from trading. I typically aim to shoot for around a 40 to 50% return year on year, and that's the type of return that's a sustainable amount of return for the way that I trade every year. However, if you reverse engineer this 40 to 50% return number to see how much capital you require to be able to create an income from your trading to live this type of lifestyle that you want to create, it's obviously a substantial amount of capital that you're going to require. And that's the benefit of prop trading and being able to trade other people's money. However, it's important to reverse engineer to understand exactly how much you're actually required to have under your belt to be able to make a sustainable return from the markets for a longer period of time. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. They're all my mistakes that I've made in my 5-year journey of becoming a consistently profitable trader. This is exactly what I would do if I was to start that journey all over again, and how I could shorten this period down and become a consistently profitable trader in around 12 to 18 months. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed the video and learned something new, please feel free to smash that like button, hit subscribe. Thanks again. I look forward to seeing you next time.